Hello, welcome. Happy Friday, everyone. I wanted to make a video to kind of just say hello, see how everyone's doing before the long weekend. And I wanted to make an announcement. So I know that last week we did a here and now with my wonderful friend, Darling. But as you all know, because we talked about on the show last week, that Darling is expecting. And so here's the thing. In our heads, we want to do these amazing, wonderful things. But in our bodies, we have to listen to what we want and what is good. And after discussing it some more, we decided that maybe once a week show with Darling, with her expecting and some of her other responsibilities, it may be too much. But I do have good news. I will be doing a Friday show. It'll be during the day. So I know that some people work during the day, so I'll save it so you can come back and look. So it'll be Fun Fridays, where we will talk about issues still that are happening here in the here and now. And we will just get you right for the weekend, see what's going on. So I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about today. And I was thinking, how many of us are honoring our bodies? How many of us are deciding what we need to do next based on obligations from society, based on obligations that we have put on ourselves, or that maybe our friends or family or work, or how many of us are really in tune to what our body needs? And so I was thinking about that because of the switch up. I was like, who's listening to their bodies? Who's in tune with their bodies? Who's eating when they are hungry? Who is going to the restroom when they have to go at the first sign? And that one's a big one. I talk about it a lot in therapy, because how can we expect to be in tune with our tuition if we're denying our body our basic necessities? I mean, by the time that you're thirsty, when you get those cues, you are probably already on the verge of dehydration. And so today I just want to talk about how we can pause, ground, and listen to those subtle body cues. Eating when we're hungry, using the restroom at the first sign that we have to use the restroom, drinking plenty of fluids and water, and moving our bodies when they feel stiff. And when we honor our bodies in that way and listening to those messages, we are allowing ourselves to connect to those more complicated messages, like when to leave relationships, or when to take that leap of chance. This is something that you should do. Your intuition will help you with that. And so a lot of us have a hard time reconnecting with our intuition. And so a way that you can reconnect with your intuition is listening to those primordial, instinctual body cues. But another way that we can connect with that intuition is through meditation and sitting in quiet for just a couple of minutes a day. So I've been practicing this actually with my girls. My girls are, they're 8 and 5. And so every night we've been practicing. First it was just 30 minutes and we did a cute little asana flow together. And then we practiced sitting in quiet meditation where I'm not talking, there's no music on, and we're just in tune with our breathing. So right now, it started at 30 seconds, we're up to 3 minutes, and both girls can do it. And so I'm telling you this to say, if the children can do it, you can surely do it yourself. So starting off very slow, and start off with just 30 minutes, maybe in the morning or at night. This depends on who you are as a person. So if you are a morning person, it might be better for you to have some quiet moments in the morning. If you are an evening person, it may make sense for you to do your quiet moments in the evening. But pick quiet moments either in the evening or at night. Maybe you need to pick me up in the middle of the day. Maybe you do it at lunch, but 30 seconds and then build up from there. So as you're doing this, you don't want to be judgmental of yourself if your thoughts are just drifting off. So people are always like, Brittany, what does that mean to not be judgmental? So to not be judgmental means that as you notice your thoughts wandering, because they will at first. I just want to let you know they will. As you notice your thoughts wandering, acknowledge that thought without saying, oh, this is so hard. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do this. Or, oh, my brain is so scatterbrained. I want you to think about it more as a scientist. Now, scientists, when they are doing research or they're going over something, it's just data. It's not good or bad. It's just an observation. So you observe your thoughts leaving your body and connecting with something other than your breath, acknowledge it, and then turn your awareness back inward and just connect to that inhale and exhale cycle. And like I said, start off with 30 minutes and then build from there. Sometimes in the beginning, people find it easier to do meditation with music. But because I really want you to tune into what your body needs, I'm going to ask you to not use music for this, because we're just starting off with 30 seconds. I think I said 30 minutes before, but I mean 30 seconds. Because we're just starting off with 30 seconds. I just want you to truly just try it first with no sound. And so I'm going to demonstrate a little bit, because sometimes people also are unsure of how they should sit. I'm sitting on the floor right now. This is where I sit when I work. So you can sit any way you want. I prefer to sit cross-legged, but sometimes that's not really comfortable for everyone, because sometimes we have tight hips or we have knee issues. So you can also sit with your legs out in front of you, or you can sit on your shins with your knees. But however you sit, I want you to take your spine and make sure that you're aligned directly under your hips. And then I want you to put your hands on your waist like this and bring your belly button up and in. And then make sure that you have the chin alignment. And so you can sit with your palms up or with your palms down on your knees. And then you can close your eyes or soften your gaze. Sometimes people have a hard time with closing their eyes, and that's quite all right. You can just soften your gaze and look down. And then you sit here in the beginning for just 30 seconds. So it's going to look a little like that. 30 seconds as it. Do that for a week, and then maybe go up to a minute, and then maybe go up to 2 minutes. And then, maybe you'll find yourself at 5 minutes. But just give yourself that opportunity for quiet, where you just focus and then see if you can connect with that inner voice, your higher self, your intuitive self, and see how that works out for you. I would love for you all to try that and then come back and maybe leave a comment or send me a message and see how that works out for you. So I started on this path because I was talking about us taking on too much and putting too many things on our plate, and we end up feeling frazzled, anxious, or we find ourselves in all or nothing thinking, like we have so much things to do that we don't do anything because it just seems too overwhelming. And so I was saying that if you listen to your body will tell you what you need. So that leads me to another thing. Before you make a decision, before you decide if you want to do A or do B, I want you to take a pause and maybe just think, what am I capable of today? Do I want to do this? Do I need to do this? And then based on those decisions, make a choice about, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to accomplish this goal. Because sometimes things are impulsive and they're a reaction. So maybe you're at work and someone has an extra assignment and you're like, I'll take it. But you already are behind on other assignments. You're building yourself up to be overwhelmed and stressed. And you're setting yourself up for failure. Or maybe it's a family obligation. Maybe it's someone in your family, there's a caretaker and they need help, but you've already done 3 weekends in a row. Maybe that one weekend you shouldn't. You should ask someone else to step up because your body needs time to rest. And so here's another thing. What does it look like when your body needs to rest? When you have too much on your plate and you find yourself more irritable. You might find yourself unmotivated, confused, or not really, they call it brain fog, like not able to, maybe you're really good at problem solving, but you have so much going on, you can't really sit down and sort facts from fictions. So that's another simple symptom. Maybe you feel disconnected from those closest to you. That's another symptom that you have too much on your plate. So to round this all up and bring it back together, I really want you all over the weekend, because it's a fun weekend, I want you to take some time to listen to your inner self. Take some time and figure out, what is it that I truly want and need? And how can you make that inner voice? Because what we need is inside of us. Therapy, I'm a therapist. Therapy helps you turn that inner voice up. It's not me telling you what to do, but I want to give you skills to turn that inner voice up inside of you, so you can unlock your own answers, be your own hero. So yeah, this weekend, eat when you're hungry, sleep when you're tired, use the restroom at the first sign that you have to use the restroom. And you'll see that doing these more complicated things, making these more complicated decisions, your inner voice will be stronger for you. And of course, if this is difficult or you need help, please reach out to a therapist, a yoga teacher, whoever is your vibe, so they can give you some one-on-one, very individualized, client-centered attention to help you. I saw some more people hop on. I know there's some people that I don't know quite yet, so I'm just going to take some time to introduce myself. My name is Brittany Carter. I am a therapist in Florida, Central Florida area. I'm in private practice. I've been in private practice since 2017. I truly believe that everything we need is locked inside of us, and it's my job to pull it out. So last year I decided to be a yoga teacher, and so I incorporate a lot of breathing and asana within my therapy structure. And recently I just finished writing my first e-course, and it's about moms and having moms reconnect with themselves. So that's going to be coming out in the late September. So thanks for joining in. I'll be here every Friday during the day. And if you have something that you want to talk about or something that you're struggling with, general things, leave a comment. And maybe your topic, I'll talk about it next week. Enjoy your long weekend, and I will chat with you all later.